out to the folks out there. So while I'm waiting here on confirmation, and let me see, I need to check my audio, make sure I'm giving you guys the right audio.
I'm looking at you on line right now. I don't see anything.
Yeah, it should come on here in a second. I don't think I put on my main audio. Let's see, that should be better right there. You guys should be hearing me loud and clear. Okay, while we're waiting for confirmation of all this stuff, I want to remind everyone to go to hankstrange.com, sign up for our email list, look around the website. Lola is always sharing deals on the website, and you can find out all the different places everyone can go out there to support us. You can find links to our Ballistic Ink page where you will find this Keep Calm and Corona On shirt, as well as the other shirts that we have as we have there on Ballistic Ink. So check out Ballistic Ink. Also, while you're on hankstrange.com, check this out here. Patches. So if you want to get some patches, support us.
I like that one.
Absolutely. We got 2 patches up there. And while supplies last, Lola is sending out gunvote stickers that we got from the NSSF. So you guys can get those if you buy some patches right now. Let's see here. Let's get everyone loaded up here and get the show on the road. Let me hit the open button.
Welcome back to the Hank Strange Situation.
Boom! Make sure you guys subscribe, thumbs up, ring the bell so you can be notified every time we go live. Okay, we have a new guest here, Austin. Austin, you got to do jazz hands, man. That's how it goes. Jazz hands. Come on, Trae. We got to see those jazz hands. All right. I hope everyone has their big girl panties on because we are live.
Let me check.
Uh-oh. Yeah, make sure, you know.
We're good.
If you're doing silk, lace, whatever it is you're doing.
Own it.
This is, if you're going commando, it's all right. It's all right, you know. This is episode 644 of the Who Moved My Freedom podcast. Our guest is Austin from MantisX. Joining us here, we're going to talk about the Mantis, X10 Elite. Right, Trae?
Oh, yeah.
So we've got Austin here. How are you, sir? Welcome to the show.
Doing fantastic. Glad to be here. Thanks for having me on.
I really hope there's no super secrets on that whiteboard behind you.
Uh-oh.
Mantis 11 right there.
Let me kind of move.
Oh.
There actually is a lot of our future roadmap on that whiteboard, but if you can decipher it, good luck figuring that out.
Yeah, there's always going to be someone out there, Trae, that's going to freeze frame.
Oh, yeah.
Get all into it. What's up, Trae? Trae from Aries
Nothing much, Hank. What's up?
Nothing much, man.
It's been a while, man. I'm sorry. I've been working.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Good to have you here. I can tell the whole family is there in the background.
Hold on, let me tell him to calm down.
It's cool. It's all good. Uh-oh. Yeah, we don't want to get TJ in trouble so close to his birthday.
Always in trouble.
So shout out to everyone out there. As you guys are coming in here, please smash those thumbs ups. We appreciate that. Big shout out to Walther Arms for sponsoring the show. We appreciate their support. And let's see. I don't know. Where do we even start? It's what's today? Tuesday, huh? It's a Tuesday.
Today is Tuesday.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of those Tuesdays as Tuesdays usually are. Trae was telling us he just got 2 dogs before we got on the show here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So now how many dogs do you have altogether?
I have 2 now because my dog died.
Oh, right. Yeah. Oh, man, I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah, we buried him, and then we took a little, a 2 or 3 month no dog hiatus.
Yeah, yeah.
Then, once a dog lover, always a dog lover, I guess.
Yeah, it's a tough deal,
man. I said, you know what? The kids want a dog, so let's go down to the animal shelter and see if we can find a dog.
Yeah.
And we were looking for 1 dog and found 2 dogs that were like a brother and sister pair that they didn't want to separate. And I said, you know what? We'll take them. They were super sweet. The kids loved them, so I figured, what the heck.
Yeah. No, that was nice. I know for me, I'm a dog guy. I don't know if you are as well, Austin.
I got kids. I don't have time for a dog, unfortunately. Grew up with them, but they didn't make the cut once the kids came along.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a tough deal. I lost mine last year, and it's a tough deal, man, especially when you live out in the country. You got to have a dog. And when you don't have a dog, then coyotes and all kinds of stuff start coming on the property.
Eat your chickens.
Yeah, skunks. There was a skunk sprayed on our air conditioner the other night while everyone was
Oh
sleeping.
yeah.
That was fun. If you've never had that happen to you, I suggest you never have it happen to you, because it's insane. It's insane to actually go through that, especially in the middle of a hot night. So yeah, shout out to, I see Gun Doctor TV out there. I see Mrs. Gun Doctor out there as well. All the folks coming in. Don't forget to smash those thumbs ups as you guys are coming in here, so we can help to override this ghosting that YouTube's doing to us. And then you know what we should do here, since we've had Trae on before, so you guys know Trae, and he runs Aries Training Facility in Leesburg. You guys know that. Let's start with Austin. And Austin, if you could just introduce yourself to the audience, tell them who you work for, what you do, how you got into this business.
Great question. So I'm Austin Allgaier with Mantis. So I'm one of the founders of Mantis, which means that some days I got to do cool product development stuff, and some days I take out the trash. A mixture of different activities, full spectrum here. We've been around. Mantis has been around for. We realize we've been shipping product now for almost 5 years. Small company, but we've been growing solidly over the last few years. Just we're a technology company in an industry that I think is not known for technology really kind of moving through it like it should be. But been a gun lover all my life and figured out that we could use technology to improve our shooting, and that's where Mantis was really born. So really in the garage is where it came from, and fortunately we're out of the garage now, but happy to be here.
Okay, and where did you, I'm sure I missed it when you said it there, but where are you located? Were you guys working?
So we're in Illinois.
Okay.
The gun-friendly state of Illinois.
Oh boy.
So
gun-friendly.
Yeah.
And Mantis was actually born in the midst of, you guys remember when the Supreme Court finally dictated that Illinois had to issue concealed carry permits. So it was during that window of time, the crazy of like, okay, everyone rushed to get their permit, that the idea for Mantis was kind of gestated and eventually born out of the need of, hey, we got to get people more trained, more confident, so that they can actually carry confidently. Not enough to have a permit, you got to have the skills behind that.
Absolutely. Yeah. And so that's been how many years now? Because I remember when you first came out, I know Trae said he had it, the Mantis, when it first came out. I did as well. I remember doing a video on that back in the days, it seems.
Yeah, way back when. Time flies. But we actually started doing R&D back in 2014. So 6.5 years ago. And then we started shipping product in December of 2015. It took us about 18 months to get our first product to market. And of course, the product itself is a combination of hardware and software, app-based software, app-based capability. So the hardware at the beginning didn't change at all, but we were always and have always continued to update the software and the app for free. So 2 or 3 times a month, there's a new app update with new features, new functionality, new capability that comes along with that. So improvements all for the last 5.5 years have been baked into the product and continue to come out.
Yeah. So just so everyone knows, I do have the new. There it goes. Check it out. The X10 Elite. And we'll unbox this a little bit during the show here. But we do have that. I haven't had a chance to actually do any shooting with it, but Austin was kind enough to send that over here. And we are going to do some stuff coming up here real soon with that. But we'll show everyone the box, what's in the box, all of that. We'll get into the software. This is something that works on Android as well as iPhone?
Yep, that's correct.
Okay.
Smartphones, tablets, Android, iPhone.
All right. Awesome. Let's see. Did you have a question there, Trae?
No, I was just listening to what Austin's saying.
Okay.
I mean, I've been using your product for a long time. I love it for dry fire practice. I actually started using it in my classes. So if somebody was making a minute mistake that was so quick during the shoot and I couldn't register it with my eyes, I just look at the iPhone and it would tell me what they were doing. And it honestly, as an instructor, I started showing it off to other instructors. It became a game changer because the guy's like, man, you don't even have to watch the student, do you? Nope. You just look at the tablet, what they shot, tells you everything's right there, tells you the mistakes they made and how to fix it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing. And y'all have just evolved ever since when I originally got it, even now. I mean, before it was pistol rifle. Now it's what kind of gun, what location, reverse, backwards. They got all sorts of stuff now. And the draw, the stroke. I mean, just everything. It's an incredible product.
Yeah.
I don't know how many other people have used it, but I like mine. I bought one for my wife. I give them out to some of the other friends and instructors. It's just an amazing product. I don't have the Elite though. I will here shortly. So.
Yeah, you're roboting a little bit there,
product.
Trae. I don't know if that's.
Am I? I think we
yeah.
lost Austin. He's just staring at me.
No, he's there.
Jazz hands?
Yeah, no, he's there. Austin's there. I think that's.
Oh no, in my picture, he's just staring at me.
Yeah,
Oh no,
I
he
think-
is moving.
Yeah, I think
Did you
that's.
hear anything I said?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Did you get that, Austin? Did Trae?
Yeah, I got it. So, he was a little bit roboty. I wonder if the cyborgs got him.
Yeah.
But he seems to have come back momentarily.
Austin, you're just staring at me like your picture is not moving or
Yeah,
anything.
I mean, I can see both of you guys moving, so I would say that's definitely you, Trae. Maybe someone else is online or something over there.
Everybody's online.
Yeah,
Let me
tell them get
shut
off
my-
the
take my
internet.
phone off the line.
That's what I usually say. So there's lots of comments coming
TikTok.
in here. Yeah, I'm telling you, TikTok, man. That's what's gonna cause the zombie apocalypse right there. There's a whole bunch of comments coming in, and we're definitely gonna answer questions. We've got Austin here, so if you guys have questions, we'll
There
get
he
to
is.
that. I was just looking. Eric and Chad have a great video. A rock veteran, IV8888. They have a great video of this. I was just looking at it before I jumped on air here with these guys. They were having so much fun, and that's one of the things, right? You can be competitive with this. You can learn how to get better. You can see what mistakes you're making, and even you could dry fire practice depending on what you have, right, Austin?
Yeah, absolutely. And, talk about timeliness. People are stuck in quarantine, ranges were shut down, like dry fire. Ammo's expensive, and how long is this ammo shortage / price gouging going to last? Who knows? And the last time we went through after Sandy Hook, it was several years before ammo came back to normal. So dry fire practice, if you're going to practice, do dry fire practice first and foremost. It's free, and Mantis works with dry fire.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's see here. I know there's a whole bunch of different things going by. Okay, Lola is saying, how did you actually come up with the idea of this? I know you gave us a little thing here in the beginning, but how did the idea actually come to you?
Great question. So I can tell the corporate formal story, or I can tell the actual story. But
yeah.
So I'm at the concealed carry class, and in Illinois it's a 2-day class, 16 hours. And the second day is an actual qualification. You go to range, got to shoot. It's an easy qualification: 3, 5, and 7 yards. Got to get 80%. It's untimed, 80% of shots on target. And it was sitting there, and there's 4 or 5 of us in the lane, and shooting next to my buddy's wife. And she shot better than me, and she'd never shot a gun before. And my buddy just would not let me. I'm not sexist, but apparently he is. He would not let me hear the end of that.
Mm-hmm.
Just ribbing about how his wife, who never shot a gun, was outqualing me at the CCW class.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was kind of frustrated. And the instructor walked over, who hadn't been watching me because he's at the far end. I was down at the other end. He comes over and he looked at my target and said, "Well, here's what you were doing wrong." And I said, "Well," I didn't say this to him because I wanted to get my qualification, but I said, "Well," in my head, I'm like, "Well, how did you know? You weren't watching me."
Mm-hmm.
And where you hit on the target is a summation of lots of factors. It's the shooter mechanics, it's sighting,
Mm-hmm.
it's the weapon, it's the ammo, it's the conditions out there as well.
Mm-hmm.
And he was pinpointing this one thing based off what he saw on the target. And so I said, you know what? We have technology that can actually sample at a faster rate than the human eye can. Why aren't we utilizing this to analyze our shooting? Not to downplay the value of instructors at all. They're hugely, hugely valuable, but like you're talking about, there's an opportunity to amplify the capability of an instructor as well as amplify the capacity of the shooter themselves to self-diagnose.
Mm-hmm.
And improve faster because you have actual quantitative data
Mm-hmm.
that's not subjective. It's not based on opinion. It's based on actual science.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's kind of birthed from there. Our first experiment, we're like, well, cell phones have motion tracking stuff in there. So we took a cell phone, we rubber banded it. This is how stupid we were. We rubber banded it to a gun and then shooting.
That's
Went
so
to a
awesome.
range and it didn't work very well.
Yeah.
But
Mantis
we saw
X0.
Yeah.
That phone doesn't exist anymore. But
Mhm.
From there, we said, let's work on this. So we spent 6 months prototyping something and then tested it out on ourselves and
Mhm.
said, is the data we're getting back and the feedback we built helping us improve as a shooter? And it was an unequivocal yes. So we said, I bet there's some other people out there like that. So we decided to commercialize the product, make it for more people than just us. And that's really where, again, in 2015, we took it to market. So that's the story. It's just really trying to beat my buddy's wife at shooting. That's where Mantis was born.
Yeah, I think I don't, Trae, you're the expert when it comes to the training as part of this, right? And people, first-time shooters. But I think that women they take to this stuff faster than guys do, and I think there's a ton of reasons for that.
Women shoot better than us. I hate to say it. If a woman really puts her mind to shooting, she can beat all of us. And it because they listen to what the instructor tells them a lot of times, where a guy's like, I know how to shoot. I'm a guy. No, you don't know how to shoot. And we're trying to over muscle a gun, do different stuff. Women just go out and shoot the gun. I mean, I've seen it time and time again where women have beaten their husbands shooting. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, at least
the guy just doesn't listen.
Yeah, I think at least in the beginning that happens. I know that there's some people that may question that, but I think at least in the beginning it happens. Also, one of the things we do as guys, and I'm just, there goes my orange gun for the YouTube overlords. But guys, we do this when we're like as kids, right? We have sticks and stuff like that and toy guns, and we move our hands like this. So all that
we shove the bullet out.
Yeah, exactly. So, and I see myself doing that when I'm shooting. I'm like, what's that? Why am I still doing that? So numbers don't lie, right? And
right.
The technology existed to do this. So MantisX was the first one that you guys put out?
Mm-hmm. That was the first one. And honestly, we're like, if we could sell a few thousand of these, we'd be good. And we sold a lot more than that. But we realized as soon as we launched it, the technology continued to advance. And so as soon as we launched the first one, even though we're making software changes, we realized we did upgraded hardware. So we worked for a couple of years. It actually took us longer to develop the Gen 2 stuff than it did to develop the Gen 1 hardware. And that's what we this is the Mantis X10. It's half the size, but twice the battery, actually 3 times the battery life, 4 times the data rate. Just a lot more power inside a much smaller package, much more convenient package. So our Gen 2s are out. We actually have 5 different models that we launched in the last year, ranging, different price points of dry fire only all the way up to the X10 Elite, and then everything in between. We actually launched also a version for shotguns, like trap, skeet, sporting clays, as well as a version for archery, target archery and hunting that gives totally different feedback. Cool. Totally different analysis, totally separate apps than the pistol rifle app.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where we are today.
I haven't seen the archery one yet. Okay, that's pretty cool. How did I miss that one? That's really neat. Okay.
So you're a bow guy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, check out the website. So if you guys just go, it's MantisX.com. You can probably click on products. There's lots of stuff going on here. You guys don't make the A-Zoom snap caps, I'm assuming. But you do have them on the website. Yeah. Yeah,
we actually started making our own snap caps.
Okay.
So under a Pink Rhino brand is what we call them, the Pink Rhino snap caps. Okay. And we sell some laser bullets as well that we also make. But our bread and butter is the MantisX series of hardware and software.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see the Blackbeard auto resetting trigger system for the AR. Yeah, there's lots of cool things here on the website if you guys want to check it out. That's on the website.
Yeah, I haven't seen that yet. Okay, that's pretty cool. I'm definitely getting one of those.
So that shows you how much we suck at marketing because we haven't really officially launched the product, but it's on the website. People can buy
what is going on?
That's all right. You guys make a great product.
That's kind of backwards.
Well, we're run by engineers. We are not a marketing and sales-driven company. We're a product-driven company. Like, we develop products that we want and use for ourselves. We iterate on them and improve them based off of feedback we get from the community. And marketing and sales are totally backseat afterthought. We're like, if it works and makes a difference, buy it.
Yeah.
If it's not for you, don't.
Yeah.
I'm not going to try to sell you snake oil.
Right. If it's a good product, other people would help you out with that, I'm sure. Word of mouth is the number one thing. And if people buy something and it just doesn't work, well, that then you'll see a lot of results.
Especially in this community, word of mouth is big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll get into all this stuff here. Trae, I don't know if you have another question before I go to some comments from the audience here.
I was curious about the auto or the reset for the AR. You said you had one. Show us to us. I thought that was an interesting comment.
Yeah.
So this right here, this is Blackbeard. So this replaces your bolt carrier group and charging handle in your AR-15. This is the underside.
Interesting.
It looks like something's going on there, but right here, that's where the battery pack, the magazine makes contact.
Okay.
And here's where the hammer hits. And what it does, there's a motor and some circuitry and optical sensors and all sorts of stuff inside. It's like a mini engine, frankly speaking. But as soon as the hammer hits, it resets the hammer for you.
Mm-hmm.
So here's a not a gun.
Yes,
this is not a gun, as you can see.
Yes.
There's
Not
wires
a
hanging
gun.
out.
No barrel.
No barrel. There's wires hanging out. Here's the battery pack. Here, Blackbeard's already installed. It's a 5
Oh, so
second
your
install.
magazine, the magazine is the battery pack. Okay.
Exactly right.
Is it rechargeable?
Yes, rechargeable. Although
oh man, that's awesome.
A single charge lasts about 75,000 shots. So
Wow.
you don't need to
my
charge it that
gosh.
often. And here's what it does. So when you pull the trigger, let me put that in.
Yeah.
When you pull the trigger, it resets it for you.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
automatic.
Ooh.
Oh, cool. So can you
Yeah,
go?
that's
Can
really
you go?
that's pretty sweet.
Yeah. Can I? Is there a full auto mode? Can I practice? In full auto? That's my first
Yes,
question.
actually. So if you have one that does, the Marine Corps is testing it out right now, and they have full auto. And they sent us some videos. They sent us some here in Illinois. That's a no-no for us, but yes, works in full auto.
Yeah, that's because you're not in America. So, not in America.
Hey, we're trying to win converts here.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's
that's Blackbeard. That's Blackbeard, and also not this one because this is a prototype one that we're doing some testing with, but it has a laser, so it spits out red, green, or infrared laser, so you can see point of impact data as well.
Mm-hmm.
But it actually makes dry fire with your AR fun.
Oh yeah, and you'd add you could add the Mantis X10 to it and get all the information off of it, right?
Exactly right. So slap the X10 on the Picatinny rail of your AR, and you get all the analytics and diagnostics as well.
Yeah,
that's cool.
So I'm just gonna go back to that. Do you mind if I show that on the website? I don't know.
Yeah, go nuts.
Yeah,
it's out there.
Yeah, and that's like $200 on the website, right?
Yep. So depending on the laser model, it's $200 to $250, depending on what laser version you're getting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And basically, you can put it in your own AR. You can build whatever you want to and put that in there, right?
Works in your own AR, your own trigger, so you have the actual weight, the actual break, and the actual reset of your trigger. So you get used to that, and you don't build up core muscle memory on a different trigger or a different system. It's your actual system. You're indexing to your optic. You can zero this laser to your, your offset, whatever you want it to be, and
that's great, man. That is awesome.
I know we're jumping the gun. I got pun intended, not intended. But that is a really, really cool thing. That's
really cool, man. I definitely want one of those, especially for my students, because either I have to have them re-rack the bolt, or B, we have to shoot live. Mm-hmm. That's awesome. Yep. I could do a lot with that. That is really cool.
Yeah, that's great in a situation like what we're going through now. Great in normal times for training. The first thing that comes to my mind when I see that, and I'm kind of like, is that you, Trae? What is that you have over there?
Oh, is that making noise?
We're putting you on paper straws, Trae.
No, what?
He's gonna need a bathroom break in about 5 minutes.
I'm telling you, we're putting you on. I can't even say it again.
I'm sorry. I'm the noisy one this time.
I'm so against paper straws, but we're gonna put you on that, Trae.
That's not a paper straw, I can tell you that.
What was my here? The thing that I think about when I see that is like video games. If you could figure out a way to get that to work with some kind of game, where I could plug something in on my TV, I mean, then it's on.
Motor gear question.
Yeah. Next gen.
It's coming.
The next gen.
It's coming.
Next gen. Yeah.
It's coming. I'll tell you that, because I want that too.
Yeah.
Motor Beater's got a good question.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Let me see. Let me go to that question. Who is that? Oh, Motor Beater. Motor Boater. Okay. So Motor Boater says, is the Mantis shaped or small enough to fit in normal holsters that are fitted for lights, or do you need a special holster? So now we're going on to the MantisX.
Yeah. So this is, you can see how narrow that profile is. Any light bearing holster, it will fit within that. Now, depending on the shape of the holster, if it's designed to really lock in around whatever light selection you have, it won't lock in, but it will fit. So it's narrower than any weapon light. So the short answer is use with your existing light bearing holster. Now, if you don't have a light bearing holster, don't have one that you want to use it on, or you want to leave your light on there, we have a few dozen different adapters they actually replace the magazine floor plate with our adapter that basically sticks it at the bottom of the magazine floor plate at the base of the grip.
That's pretty cool.
Huh.
And it works there identically to as if it would work on your rail.
I just ran a generic nylon holster because I didn't really care about the drawing part. I wanted the data. So I just ran a generic holster.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so let's do this here for a second because I know we're kind of jumping around. But there's lots of awesome
Lynn Holt
things.
wants to know if there's a shotgun version.
Okay, there you go. There you go.
There is a shotgun version. So we have 3 main apps. One is pistol rifle, one's shotgun, and one is archery. So the X10 does everything. So it gives you access to the shotgun app. So just look for MantisX shotgun in the App Store, download it, and play around.
Okay. So wait, yeah. It's like XX. That's how you're gonna get confused, real. Like, yeah, it's X10. Is it X? You know, is it XX?
Right. So that's right. So we have the X2, the original X. And then we have the X2, X3, X7, X8, and X10.
Right.
So
the
just get the
X.
X10. It's the best one. There you go.
Double X.
That'll be the next gen.
Yeah. I'm gonna go back and give some comments and stuff like that so that we can move forward. I know Trae is seeing the stuff that's up there now, but I didn't want to miss this. So Dan Hates You says, he said this earlier, I bought a laser light laser and it was crap. I got a pink rhino laser by Mantis for half the price and it actually works. That's from Dan Hates You.
Thumbs up. Glad it's working well for you, Dan.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure that I got that out to you here. DCG44 says, can I put an X10 Elite on a X10 Elite?
You actually probably could, because we have a universal adapter that has a little piece of VHB tape. It's like a little Picatinny rail piece with VHB tape on it. So you put an X10, that adapter, and then another X10 below it. So I'm going to post. We'll take a picture of that setup and post on social media for you. An X10 on an X10.
Yeah, absolutely. I think these guys would appreciate that. Let's see what else we got here. I'm going to keep going down. Gun Doctor. This is for Trae. Gun Doctor TV says, I've been waiting to visit Aries training facility for a while now. From Gun Doctor TV.
Come on, what's up? Come out.
Yeah,
I just mowed today. It's all freshly mowed. Come on.
Yes, when you go to Aries Training Facility, use the code Hank Strange, and then that's how they go deliverance on you. That's the special code.
That's right. we send the motor beater out there.
If you want to find out about the Florida style, no, I'm just kidding. Let's see. Dan Hates You says, huh? What's that?
Oh, go ahead. I didn't interrupt you. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say Dan Hates You says I ordered a MantisX from BDU. And it's been back ordered since April. I don't know if you know. Are you aware of the BDU guys?
I'm aware of them. We don't have inventory issues, so reach out to us. We can take care of you.
Yeah. I think you probably have to take that up. I don't know. Dan Hates You. If you should definitely be able to reach out to the BDU guys. Maybe I don't know if you can cancel your order or not. If you I don't know if you bought it or not. But as Austin was saying, you can order stuff right now, right?
Yeah, there's no inventory issues.
Yeah, so there you go. Let's see.
Somebody had a question about guns with no rails. How do you get it on there? You said the mag adapter. So I just
on our website, there's a whole section of adapters, and there's a bunch of adapters for firearms specifically without rails.
Yeah, I'm sure that's a big question that you guys get, right?
I said duct tape. Sorry.
Duct tape.
That works too for dry fire at least.
Yeah, all about that duct tape life.
Yeah. There's got to be different things. There's because that when you put that device on, it's staying solid in position is really important, right?
So it's got to be locked on. And there's a very tight. I mean, on the adapter itself, you can see, or on the sensor itself, you can see there's a little adapter that goes into the slot of the Picatinny rail. Mm-hmm. It locks on tightly just so it has very high precision. Sometimes there's a little bit of movement, and that's not going to kill you, but the better data is based off of how tight it is there. So that's what we prefer.
All right. Okay, cool. Let's see. I'll keep going
down.
Get
a discount code for MantisX, Hank?
I don't know if we have a discount code. I'll have to talk to Lola about that. I don't know if you guys have discount codes, Austin.
We actually don't do discount codes. We don't raise the price. We don't drop the price. It's always the same price.
Yeah. So there you go. Maybe we can work out some. I know.
Like I said, we suck at sales and marketing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you got the sales and marketing guy right here, Hank.
Yeah. Maybe we can work out. I think Austin. Maybe we can work out a giveaway or something like that. I don't know.
Let's do it. Yeah, we do that all the time, so we'd love to support that.
Yeah, maybe we'll do something here during the show or something. We'll figure out something for you guys while we're doing this here. Let's see. Got a bunch of things here. Brian Quick says, I used to work at a company called FATS, now Megit, that created firearm simulators that showed shot telemetry. There you go.
Yep.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, so they have simulators that a military uses primarily that show shot telemetry, that show you the whole arc of movement throughout the whole shot process. And Mantis shows that as well. They use laser-based technology, so laser on the gun and cameras tracking all that stuff. Unfortunately, technology has evolved to make it like we can do that with this little tiny package that's 1% of the price and has the same telemetry in it. So actually, we've started working with the military. They came to us and said, hey, we want to start looking at this stuff. And they're looking at replacing some of their kind of aged simulators with Mantis, because Mantis provides them everything they need, plus a whole lot more in a much smaller package.
Okay.
They do a military simulation convention every year in Orlando. Unless you've ever seen it. Yep, there you go. You got it. I didn't know if you guys went or not.
We went last year, and this year it got canceled because of COVID, but they're doing a virtual one. Witzig.
Oh, okay. I used to go every year, but I stopped about 3 years ago. Just time. I didn't have time to go down anymore. So and that's cool.
Yeah, there's interesting stuff going on there.
Yeah. So listen, I think I caught up to all the questions and stuff like that are coming in. If there's any other ones, just just let us know. Eric Gonzalez says, since I brought it up, I win. No. I don't think it works like that. Everyone, listen. I think if we get over 100 thumbs ups, we'll give away something. We'll figure out how we'll do it. We'll let someone. How's that sound, Austin?
Sounds great.
Yeah. So that's not that not that difficult. We've got I don't know, close to 90 people in the chat right now. So I think we can get 100 thumbs ups out there. If we get that, we'll give something away. If not, we'll do it after this. But I think you guys can make that happen. And we'll figure out. Someone in here will get one of these things. Let's do it that way. Someone in the chat. Kermit Loves Bacon.
Oh,
says
I think you meant someone right here on screen.
Oh, no, not you.
Dang it! I was like, yes.
Yeah. Someone was asking how you spell your name, Trae. So.
Trae.
With a 3. The E is with a 3. That's how you.
Trae. I put it on there for him.
Yeah, with a 3. With the number 3. That's how you
Trace.
No.
I think my child is trying to come to me.
Yeah. Okay, so listen, I have the MantisX here from Mantis. Maybe we should open this. We'll just do that, and then we'll see what other questions come in here while we look at that. Nice little box, very lightweight, not heavy at all, right? Mostly.
I know.
Go ahead.
We can't see you, Hank. Oh no, there you are. You popped up again. I always follow there.
The people can see me. People can see me, Trae. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm good.
I don't know where you're. Okay, I got to get this open. Hold on a sec.
That's the first challenge.
Yeah, this is the first test of whether or not you can use. What is going on here? Okay, we got to go. Okay,
tight tolerances.
Yeah, this
precision fit.
So that's what's in the box right there.
I know you did some more stuff with the 10, Austin. What'd you do with the Elite? Why is it Elite? I'm curious. What's the add-on?
Okay, because it's our best one. So it's differentiate rather than just another model number. It's like, this is the Elite one. Because, it's what about 2 versus 3 versus 7 versus 8 versus 10? Okay, 10 is Elite. If you want the high end, everything included, that's the one you want.
Yeah. Okay, so if you don't mind, Trae, we can get back to my unboxing.
I'm sorry, Hank. I'm sorry.
If you don't mind. There's a $30 gift card in there, Austin. Why is that? Let's see. Due to COVID-19, one of our BR7 adapter suppliers is significantly delayed, and so the BR7 is not included here as would be expected. What's the BR7?
BR7 is a barrel clamp adapter you can use for rifles or shotguns.
Oh, okay.
So we normally include that with the X10. It comes with a universal adapter and a BR7 adapter. COVID has just wreaked havoc on supply chains everywhere, and so we're waiting on parts. They actually came in last week. So all new ones are shipping out with that. But if you don't get a BR7, you get a coupon code. You can spend it on a BR7 on the website or another adapter or another product.
Oh, okay. All right,
That's
cool.
a pretty good idea.
Yeah, so if you don't need it, you can get something else, right? Yeah. Okay.
Right, exactly. If you're not in the shotgun or a rifle, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So this is the box that's in there. It's a little zippered container, so you can keep everything in. Looks like USB cable, stickers, instruction booklet, and then this is what makes the magic happen right there, right?
Yep, that's it.
Okay. So once someone gets this, they order it online, however they get it in. What's the next thing that they do once they have their hands on this thing?
Well, I hope that everyone has a firearm. That they have a firearm before they have one of these things.
Right.
So download the app. There's a quick start guide in the box that says, here's the name of the app in the App Store. Go download it on your phone. And then once you download the app, there's a button on the bottom of the Mantis. You just hit that button. It'll start blinking. You put it on your gun. You pair it with the app, and you're off to the races. It takes about 30 seconds to get all set up.
Okay, and that's it. The app does everything else after that.
Yep. Yeah, in the app itself, there's an introductory course, kind of walks you through how to use the app and everything. So you're in there. There's no instruction manual that comes in the box. The app itself, there you go.
Yeah.
The app itself tells you how to use the app.
Right there. Yep. Awesome. Okay, cool. I think we got a super chat here. We'll go to that next. Big Dre 357 says, what is this? A field reel came to our store and we started working with MantisX. A field rep. Oh, I think he meant to say a field rep. Okay, see?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I'm like what's his name from Anchorman. I'll just read whatever's on there.
Read whatever on the screen.
A field rep came to our store and we started working with MantisX, and he heard about my channel and came back the next day with one for me to review. Very cool. Awesome. Let us know how that goes, Big Dre. Shout out to Big Dre out there. Let's see. We got a couple of comments. Chris Bullis says it's 5-year-old proof, so Hank can't open it. Okay. We know
Talking
Chris.
about the box.
Yeah, Chris Bullis magically is not going to win one of those, I guess.
Randomly not going to, right?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I'm just kidding. But we got to get it to 100 thumbs up. So you guys have to encourage people. Get people to come and smash the thumbs ups, okay? So that we can give that away. Or
I'm redoing my fish tank. Somebody was asking about it.
Yeah. Or pretend like you're a Democrat and vote 10 times or something like that. Thumbs up.
Your dead grandmother's voting.
Yeah. John Doe says, what more am I going to get out of your system than just using a pink rhino and a free phone app? So that's
good question.
Yeah.
I'll take that one. So there's some app-based programs out there that read where a laser bullet hits on a target or on a wall that tell you where you hit. And how we describe Mantis is that, the whole shot process is kind of like a story, and where you hit is like the last page in the book. And so a target will tell you, and those apps will tell you where you hit. And Mantis tells you the whole story. Doesn't tell you the last page, doesn't tell you where you hit, but it tells you the how and why of what got you there, why you hit or why you missed, and then how to correct your behavior. So it really is a more comprehensive view than just that singular data point of hit or miss in location.
Yeah. I know when... Yeah. Go ahead, Trae.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you, Hank.
No.
Yeah, because it's color-coded for before, during, and after. So maybe a lot of people didn't understand that, because I had to read through it because I'm like, why are these different colors? Oh, okay. Before the shot, it's doing this. During the shot, it's doing this. And then after the shot, it's doing this. So I tell you what, it's an amazing product. It really does do a lot for you.
Yeah. Let's see if we get some other things. Special K says dropping by just to say Lot Lao. Shout out to Special K. Lot Lao means Lifestyles of the Locked and Loaded. That's the channel. So shout out to Special K out there. Let's see who else we got. So let's see. And then there you go. Okay, I think that's the questions that we have so far. Christian Gress says been waiting for a training tool like this for a while now. So very cool. From
rock on.
Yeah. Do you how many of these units have you guys sold? Do you know? I don't know if you could tell us that. Not enough, I'm guessing.
If we had a sales and marketing department, that focused on that stuff, but we're focused on just getting product out. I don't know that number off the top of my head.
Yeah. A marketing guy would say a million. A million. We've done a million. Just pretend your marketing guy's Trump. It's
million.
the greatest thing ever. So the million's fantastic.
Literally, everyone's bought for you. So no, the nice thing is we sold a lot, enough to feed our families and put more money into product development. Frankly speaking, that's what we. It's not like I drive a 2003 Honda Accord with 250,000 miles, so we're not buying a Bahamian island anytime soon. We're dumping money back into product
Stay away
development.
from those islands
Don't
in the
feel bad,
Bahamas.
I feel your pain.
Yeah.
There's only one that I'm really interested in. Not at all.
You don't know islands in the Bahamas. Don't even think about the Bahamas.
Yeah, far away.
Somebody's asking about the groups that compete on the MantisX app.
Oh yeah. So there's if you want, it's totally optional, but if you want to store your data in the cloud, you can create an account and sync your data with the cloud, and then form groups, compete with other people, see what they're doing. There's leaderboards for daily challenges, weekly challenges within those groups. So you find your friends and shoot away.
Oh, okay. Is that difficult or easy to set up to do the competitive groups?
Usually people that succeed in opening the box succeed in forming a group. I think you're good, Hank.
Just barely.
You're good, Hank.
Just barely. Just barely. So this, how does that work? I mean, do you get awards or something like that? A little thing pops up, you get a ranking. What? So
it ranks. So if you're a group owner, you can set the criteria for the leaderboard, and then it ranks it according to that criteria.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of a fun little social piece. Then you can talk online or talk via the app as well within that group.
Oh, sweet.
There's a little message board as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's cool. I didn't. Who was that? That was Brian Quick. Good question, Brian. And I totally missed that, by the way. I totally missed that. So let's see.
Yeah, it's one of those things that didn't exist 4 or 5 years ago, but again, one of those few, free features we keep adding to the app.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see here. All Thumbs wants to know if it accounts for muzzle flip.
So yes, we actually, the X10, one of the cool features of that is that it gives you, there's a recoil meter built into it.
Mm-hmm.
So we analyze all the pre-shot movement. We analyze your recoil control as well, because a lot of the focus is on trigger control, which it rightly should be. But when we look at follow-on shots, it's about recoil management. So it'll tell you muzzle flip, your recoil angle, the path of that recoil, kind of in that two-dimensional plane, so you can understand how grip changes impact your efficiency of getting the subsequent shots back on target as quickly as possible. It gives you a recovery time as well, so you can know how good your recoil control is. So as you make micro adjustments or major adjustments, you can really assess and say, did that help or not, beyond just a subjective, oh, that felt better. We actually quantify and tell you if it was better or not.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So.
All right.
Somebody's asking about limp resting.
Yep.
Limp resting. Okay. Who is that, Trae?
Night Train.
Night Train. Let's see. Okay. I'd like to get the, there we go. We'll throw that up there. I'm curious if the app accounts for limp wrist shooting.
It'll show you if you're limp wristed.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And there's another question that talks about muzzle flip. And in general, what this device is doing is it's recording continuously. So not just during the shot window. It's kind of like a black box recording on an airplane. And so when a shot occurs, it saves and analyzes the data surrounding that shot, but it's constantly recording for all that period of time. So we can look and see what happens during that muzzle flip window of time.
Yeah, so I think that's to answer Armament and Axis question. He says all thumbs muzzle flip happens after the bullet has left the muzzle, so not sure how that would work. That was
there's one of my shot groups.
Oh, nice.
Hold on. Boom.
Yeah, and it shows a little bit of information, but what's cool is it shows this little part right here. It's the mistake I made. So I hit that, and then it tells me what I did and what I need to do to correct it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really user friendly. It's pretty amazing. And then one of my shots I pulled a little bit, so I did a little pulling on my shot, that one shot.
Mm-hmm.
There's my average, and then I can break them down. I mean, Austin obviously knows, but there's the little blue colorations that we talk about.
Mm-hmm.
And I can go by shot group for that. And then, or is it open training? Obviously, I'm not hooked up to mine.
So
right
here's
now.
a question that I'm thinking about while Trae is doing this. And Trae obviously owns a training facility. Do you guys work with folks like Trae, facilities getting out there and not only demoing it to guys like him, but maybe doing demos to people in general on the range?
Sorry, you went robot briefly. What was the first part of that question?
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, I said, do you I'm very interested in how Trae really finds this a very useful tool. And I was just wondering if you guys go out to training facilities like his, ranges, etc., and do demos, not just for the range owners, but for the folks who are coming in there.
Yeah, absolutely. And we do. We have quite a few brick and mortar stores that sell Mantis, especially those that have ranges tend to sell it better than those that don't, because people feel kind of the point of pain at the range. Like, I didn't have as good of a shooting session as I wanted to. What was the issue? And then Mantis is, let's talk about this. Let's demo this. Let's try this out. So yeah, we do demos all the time. If a range is interested, give us a ring. We'll send a guy down and take care of you.
Yeah. Trae would probably be a good guy. There you go, Trae. I think Austin.
Come on down.
Austin's
but
saying
you got
that
to come down. I want Austin. I want you to come down to Florida, and I'm less than 45 minutes from Disney World.
Okay.
You bring your kids, all your kids with you, and you're no dogs.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Sweetening the pots. There you go.
That's right. Look at there.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, January in Chicago, that's where we're at. It's a great time to go visit Florida. So we'll figure something out, Trae.
Yeah. I think Trae would be a good place. And Trae, Austin was saying that they do have dealerships carrying the Mantis. So
now
ranges.
I bought that dealer package. It has been about 2 or 3 years. I got 10 MantisX, the airsoft or the air pellet pistol 226, your tablet, and then a display. Now I sold them all, and then I've been dealing with the range, but we obviously want to continue selling. Am I still a dealer under your program, or do I need to rebuy another 10 units?
No, you're still a dealer. As long as you give us money, you're still a dealer.
Oh, okay. No, that's fine. I and like I said, we'll promote the product again. We've been rebuilding the whole range from scratch. So, and then, but yeah, definitely want to get back into selling them, especially the 10. I'm probably going to go online when we get off and buy the 10X, because I was kind of curious at the different stuff. But when you look online, which I was just a couple minutes ago, it definitely does a lot of different stuff.
Yeah, I think it's
I have one of the original ones.
Right, I think it's
X.
a big leap in technology. I don't know if you could tell us, Austin, there may be a lot of folks out there that have the original one. What are the leaps? What are the changes between that one and this one? This is the Gen 2.
Yeah, so what we wanted to do with the Gen 2 was we really wanted to, again, maximize what technology could offer to us. So we went down to we redesigned everything from the ground up. The board, the firmware on the board, the housing. So key different here. Actually, I have a Gen 1 just to compare sizes. Here's a Gen 1. Here's a Gen 2.
Oh wow,
it's crazy.
So the Gen 1, the Gen 1 has this bolt on it, and we got rid of the bolt. And we made this really cool quick disconnect. So if you see, you can just pull down this lever in the front and slide it on your container rail and then pop it up.
Oh,
It's
cool.
No one else does a quick disconnect like that. Spring-loaded disconnect.
Nice.
So slide it on. Like I said earlier, it has triple the battery life. We actually designed our own Bluetooth module to be able to meet our requirements rather than using an off-the-shelf Bluetooth module as part of the overall package. So we could get 4 times the data throughput that we wanted, longer battery life, a lighter, and ultimately just a more effective, more efficient tool. Along with that, a lot of software development. So one of the other key features about the X10 that we're super excited about and we love playing around with is the holster draw analysis. So obviously a key part of any training and shooting is the ability to draw from a holster quickly and efficiently. And so the way to train is I'm going to have a buzzer and then take a shot as soon as I can after that and assess my accuracy based off of that. Well, we said, a lot happens between that buzzer and the shot. I mean, it may only be a second, but a lot happens. And so we broke that down into 5 sub-segments of activity that happens. So, and we timed each segment. How long does it take you from when the time the buzzer goes off until you grip the gun? And how long until you get it out of the holster? How long does it take you to get it presented? How long does it take you to get it on target? How long does it take you to actually make the shot once it's on target? So if you break it down into 5 sections, and lay them all over each other, you can see where you're consistent, where you're inconsistent, where you're losing time, where you're gaining time. And then you can look at the muzzle traces overlaid on top of each other to really understand how can I optimize my holster draw to be as efficient and effective as possible. So again, enabled by technology, the faster, all the stuff we put into it enables that capability within the X10.
Right, and so the app makes the buzz, right? The app gives you the...
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep, it's all controlled within the app. So there's a shot timer built into the app, but then
Cool.
with all the analytics and diagnostics layered on
Yeah,
top of that.
okay. That is really cool.
Yeah. Let's see. Kathleen Music Lover asked this question, I think, a little while back. She says, if I get a Mantis, will I be able to hit a bullseye at 100 yards with my high point?
Yes. Yes.
You should be able to
Let me tell you this.
do it
Eventually.
from anywhere. Eventually?
I've done it, not with a high point, but I've done it with other guns.
Mhm.
So if you listen to the feedback and you're getting high 99, 98, 99 with Mantis, you can do that shot
Yeah.
all day long.
Yes. Let's see. Eric Gonzalez says, is there a warranty or guarantee if something were to break or not work on the Mantis? Have you noticed any problems, if any, from use from others? So, you know.
Yeah, so what's our warranty policy is the question.
Yeah, I think so, essentially.
We're like a Discover card. We treat you like we want to be treated. So if there's any issues, we take care of you. We have what I would argue is the best customer support team in the business, the best warranty in the business. Like, if there's a problem, we take care of it. No questions asked.
Mm-hmm.
That's full stop.
Mm-hmm.
Are there problems? Occasionally, yeah. We build. This is made in the USA. This is not some overseas product. We here, literally like 30 feet from my office. We build all the units ourselves. We program them. We test every single unit extensively to make sure it goes out the door as good as possible. But sometimes there's an occasional issue, like any electronic device has. But we're quick to remedy that and get whatever the issue is, get it resolved with the customer quickly. So I'm super proud of our team. They're just rock stars in terms of taking care of customers. And that's kind of a cultural underpinning, is that whatever it is, it's not about the money, it's about the customer.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Let me see here. There's a couple of things going on here. First of all, I want to encourage everyone, smash the thumbs ups, guys. Come on. Like, I think 37 more thumbs ups will get to 100, and we can give one of these away. So I think you guys could do it. We got about 80 people out there right now. So I think that's well within the realm of possibilities that you guys can smash that those thumbs ups. Let me see. Armament and Axes says, let's see. He says it's some cool tech, and we would love to do T&E on it. That's some Armament and Axes. So I'm sure you're going to get some of those folks wanting to know about that. You said you don't have a marketing department, so I don't know who they get in touch with.
Hit us up. We'll take care of you. There'll probably be an engineer speak you won't understand, but we'll work together.
Yeah, there you go. Let's see what else we got. What other comment? Combat Art Training says Trae has to come to a range tomorrow so we can hang. So there you go.
Yeah, I'm always at the range, so I'll be there.
And Kathleen Music Lover says
there's a good question.
Need duct tape to mount it to the high point. Yeah.
Are there any limitations of the Mantis in regards of recoil forces? Can it handle high recurring or recoping cartridges?
Yeah, limitations of the Mantis in regards of recoil. Okay.
No limitations.
Okay.
It holds it to anything. So again, a lot of design in there that you don't see, but
I'm gonna throw it on my 50. We'll put it on that 50 and see what it does. I'm curious.
Yeah,
I never thought about
you
that.
guys tested it?
Yep, we've tested on everything.
Okay.
And it holds up.
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna have to.
Pretty good question.
I don't know if you have a rail on the 50. But
yeah, I do.
You probably do. Okay. All right. There you go. Motorboater. You know what we should do? We should. The questions are going to be funny. So if we get to that 100 and we give away one of these things, I think we should do it for based on questions. Motorboater says, I like to shoot gangsta style. Would this Mantis work on my GAT? While my GAT is sideways, so he likes to do the gangster West Coast. That's West Coast.
So we actually put a filter in so it doesn't work that way, but then we had some requests to put it back in or to enable it to work that way, because sometimes you're shooting around a corner, right? So you got a high degree of cant. So not currently, but we're working on enabling that just for you.
Oh, okay. So that
somebody wants to know if I can put it on the Gatling gun.
Yeah, you can put it on. You can put it on there. You can't shoot sideways.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't play on it.
Len Holt wants to know. Says this would be interesting on a Tipman. Okay. Yeah. In the realm of crazy questions, there's gonna be a ton of those. Let's see what else happened here. Okay, I don't know if I think we got all the. I think we got
Legit.
a lot of the questions out of the way there. I don't know if you have any Trae that you want to get into. We got real hot and heavy into the Mantis.
No, he talked about the holster drawing, and that was pretty important to me because that's a new aspect of it that I haven't messed around with that. But is that only for the 10, or does my older model do it?
Mm-hmm.
It's only for the X10. That's the only one that has the capability. There's different hardware, firmware, and software that support all that.
Yeah.
Now, what I will say, what we didn't talk about is that if you have a Gen 1,
Mm-hmm.
and it probably still works, those things are beasts. They're tanks.
Mm-hmm.
But we have a trade-in program. So no matter how old it is, and no matter if it's working or not working, if your dog ate it or chewed it up, you can send it in. You get credit towards an X10.
Oh,
it's
okay.
actually a
Oh,
$100 credit.
really?
No, mine. I took good care of mine. Mine runs like a champ. You're right. It's a tank. I have been really pleased with it.
Yeah.
I got one for my wife. I was so pleased with it.
Yeah, I think Austin said $100 credit. That's pretty good.
That is pretty
Yeah.
good. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I might just wind up doing that then because I definitely am interested in the 10. I want the holster feature because that definitely adds another aspect to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Kermit Loves Bacon wants to know if this would work on AR rifles too.
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
There's a setting on there for your AR rifle.
Yeah. And then obviously you've got something coming out / already is here. Apparently. Is the Blackbeard shipping?
here, but-
Not shipping? It's not shipping yet. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, so we showed a few people at SHOT Show, kind of behind the table, and a couple videos out, snuck out there.
Okay.
Just because we're too excited to let some marketing person hold us back and say, no, don't talk about it until we launch it.
Mm-hmm.
So some people place pre-orders, and we are making it and shipping it out to people that put their pre-orders in.
Mm-hmm.
We're working on a couple videos and other stuff to actually make it like more of an official launch, but that'll be coming shortly.
Oh, okay. Awesome. I'm very interested in that. Let's see. Here would be my question. The dry fire, especially right now with everything going on, how does that dry fire work?
Great question. So it's recording the movement of the MantisX is recording movement continuously, and this is one of the genius parts that engineers in our company, much smarter than I am, worked on, and that's to develop an algorithm that would detect a shot in dry fire while simultaneously filtering out shots from racking or jostling or bumping it, right? Because that hammer striker hitting it's a vibration that the very sensitive accelerometers and gyroscope in here pick up, but racking the slide and jostling it are also cause vibrations. So how can we determine what the real shots are and what the false shots are? So our engineers chewed on that and used all sorts of artificial intelligence and other stuff I don't even understand to make this detect dry fire shots while filtering out false positives. So it works the same way as it does under live fire conditions, but it just looks for a different type of vibration pattern caused by, the hammer striker hitting as that shot event.
It does CO2 pistols too, Hank.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
yep.
Okay.
Because I got the 226 SIG CO2 pistol from you guys when I got it originally. And you can put it on there and set it for CO2. It'll register it also. So I got it for people that I thought would shoot me in the process of teaching them to shoot. And I started using it. And it's amazing. I think it does everything.
Yeah. You just went robot a little bit there for a sec. That's all right. That's the beauty of technology here. So let's see. What other... so dry fire... It works. You can pull the trigger. It recognizes that. You can rack your slide and reset your trigger and everything, and it can tell the difference from there to where you pull the trigger and the hammer falls. So,
right.
Okay.
Right.
Interesting. Let's see. American Freedom Outdoors wants to know if this will work on a 338 Lapua. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. The answer is yes.
That's what we're getting. And if you get it and you do that, make a video. That would be my suggestion.
I'm gonna do the 50 tomorrow.
Yeah,
I'm
make a video.
Curious now.
Yeah,
I'm doing it.
Yeah.
But I have the old one. It doesn't count. Maybe I should wait until I get the 10.
Yeah. I think that's a great marketing move to make, to just tell people, hey, why don't you just Send us your videos of the highest caliber you could find shooting this stuff.
There you go.
What was the other thing? And I think we missed it. And I just want to go back to clarify. You guys are making these here in the States?
Yeah, we
You
do.
are?
We make
Okay.
everything here.
Oh,
It all comes. Yeah, we source things from 50 different suppliers, different parts and pieces.
okay.
But the boards, the circuit boards come from a supplier in California.
Mm-hmm.
The housings come from an injection molder that's literally 2 miles away from here.
Okay.
We got 30 or 40 other suppliers that we source parts from. The little spring and the little LED button and stuff like that, and packaging. But that all comes in here. We do all the programming of the units, all the assembly, all the testing, all the shipping, all out of our facility here. So we
Yeah.
maintain as much quality
Wow.
control as we can over everything.
Awesome.
That's pretty cool.
pretty cool. Yeah, it is cool.
Yeah,
And
you
then-
don't see that much anymore.
And then I noticed there's a serial number and everything on this. So each one has its own unique ID.
That's right. That's right.
Interesting. Okay, that's pretty cool. Let's see who else has got a. Okay, we've got some. Kathleen Music Lover says, "Will this work on a grenade launcher?"
No, she said Lancer.
She
Lancer.
corrected it.
I know.
Launcher, yeah. Yeah. And
The
go ahead.
answer is yes. Yes, it would. I put it on the grenade launcher. I was shooting with a colonel in the Marine Corps. It's probably about a
Oh,
year
you've
ago,
actually done this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yes, it will.
Yeah. Where is the video, Austin? Where is the video?
Uh,
I was in a location I was not allowed to film anything.
Oh, okay.
But I swear it did happen.
Okay.
So
No.
somebody asked a question earlier. What is the biggest asset this thing gives for like new students that I have on the range? Like I bring it out, put it on your gun, throw it on your gun, and let my students shoot with it. Well, I was showing earlier, it gives you a number, and then it gives you like a little bit of data that allows you to hit that button and tell you what you did wrong and how to correct it. And I always thought that was pretty cool because anybody could use it. I mean, you could give it to somebody who didn't even know how to shoot. They can read. If they can read, they can use the item. So we'll go back to an older shot group that one of my people that were shooting with me shot, and he didn't shoot too well. So he had some bad shots. Obviously, he didn't have any good shots.
Mm-hmm.
And so you just hit that button right there, and it gives you what he did wrong
Mm-hmm.
and how to correct it.
Yeah.
And I think that's amazing. So
Mhm.
if you're a non-shooter and you can't afford to go take a lesson, we'll just say you live too far from a range, you can't get to a range every weekend, or you have nowhere to really shoot. You can throw that thing on your gun. You live in the middle of Chicago and you can't shoot, you don't have a range, you can practice shooting that and have no problem. So I think that's a huge aspect, huge advantage for a lot of new shooters to use that item.
Yeah. Did you get that, Austin?
Sorry
Yeah,
about
and I would add additionally, what we see is that a new shooter, and even advanced shooters, there's when I take a shot, my body feels a certain thing, and so but so much happens so quickly. We tell ourselves a story. There's a lot of gaps in there, so we kind of recreate in our head and our subneural pathways what we think happened to try to train ourselves. But sometimes that's wrong. The story we tell ourselves is wrong, and what Mantis does is it tells you the right story. This is what actually happened. And so you can correct yourself more quickly by telling yourself the truth about what the data actually shows you,
Mm-hmm.
so that training can happen more quickly, more efficiently, and with less errors.
Yeah. I know. So when I started doing videos, one of the reasons why I started doing videos is to document how I was shooting. So I'm not saying I'm awesome. I want to see that I'm not awesome. And I still do that. I leave things. I don't cut out stuff when I mess up or I shoot terribly. I put it out there. It's a good thing to act for your own self, to go back and go, okay, I'm doing this wrong. You sleep on it, you think about it, you process it in your brain, and hopefully you work on that. And I think this data point adds to that. I've seen in the video that we did previously, and I'm sure the video that we do coming up, and other folks' videos out there, it's very interesting to see the data and then the video also, and what that makes me curious about, Austin, is how exactly did you guys develop all of this? How did you, what did you go through to figure out to be able to come up with those pointers and stuff like that Trae was talking about? It had to be a long process, I'm imagining.
Yeah, well, it took us 18 months of development to get the first version out. Of course, we've iterated a lot on it since then. What we did is we talked to a lot of instructors, took a lot of data, and did a lot of testing. And so what we basically did is said, well, here's what we think, and then we tested the hypothesis. So we put in this diagnostic, this suggestion, and then we tested it out and said, okay, we take data, and we, based off this data pattern, we give this suggestion. Does it actually improve the problem? Does it improve their accuracy? And if it does, then we're going to keep it. If it doesn't, then we're going to kind of go back to the drawing board and see if that's helpful or not. And so the data, we're data driven, right? So if the data confirms it, then it stays on. Then it stays in. If it doesn't confirm it, then it goes away.
Yeah, I think this is really exciting. I would like to really like to see how the development of this goes. I mean, you know, if you think about something like laser tag, like we were talking about video games, where, you know, Trae, for example, could get a bunch of guys out there with some kind of devices on them, on the gun, and maybe not doing actual force on force, but stuff that helps people, you know, figure out exactly what are they doing and how these things work. It's, I don't know, to me it's really exciting. I know it's nerdy stuff.
No, UTMs, sims. I have UTMs and sim rifles. What setting would I be in for that? Because it's obviously a different round.
Yeah, either live fire or CO2.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You know what's funny? So recently we got some MP5 kits that we're putting together, and I know it's kind of like a little sidetrack. With those kits came the sim kit. I don't even know where to get. I don't even know where to get the 9mm sim ammo from.
I can get it for you, Hank.
Oh, okay, awesome.
Yep. I got about I got a line on 1 million rounds of it. So let me know how much you need.
1 million rounds. Okay. Yeah. All I need is that one round because Babyface volunteered to get to get a couple. You know,
I'll show you marks from Tom where I shot him in the chest. They don't feel very good.
Yeah, he wants to see how those sims. I've never been shot at with a sim. I've shot at someone with a sim.
I mean, you ever been shot with a paintball gun?
Yes.
Jack the paintball gun up, and that's what it feels like.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, it hurts, but I mean, it's nothing you can't handle.
Yeah. So Lola has this question for Trae. She says, at the range, what is the biggest challenge you see with new shooters that the Mantis could help with? I think that's a good question, Trae.
Well, yeah, like Austin was talking about earlier, it gives me quantifiable data. When they shoot, boom, I get a picture of exactly what they did.
Okay, so you can watch that over their shoulder, right? I guess that's what
somebody's shooting, and they do something like this, right? They jerk, whatever it is. And I can tell by what they did, if they use their hand to pull down, pull left, whatever. But yeah, I can actually put that on somebody's gun and fine tune it even more than what, like for me, an example, right? I don't make a lot of errors when I shoot. So I always have to have an instructor come in and videotape me or watch me because I don't catch what I'm doing wrong because I can't look at myself. But I can use the MantisX and shoot. And this is going to sound kind of weird. There were times, and Julie will tell you, we're sitting in bed and I'm dry firing practicing my MantisX in bed.
Okay.
And I'm just practicing like crazy. And she's
I don't know if that's something
you can do it
admit,
anywhere.
Right?
It's crazy. You can do it anywhere you want. It is so simple to use. It's nuts.
Yeah.
No, don't worry. I had a tent pole for you, Hank. Don't worry. He didn't catch it. I'm just messing with you. But I practice. I take it with me all the time for practicing. Like when we did, when I did all the stuff in the hurricane, there were times where I was just sitting around waiting to go, and I brought that unit with me and was dry firing practice and getting some practice time in. Anywhere I could pull my gun out and not freak people out, I could get dry fire practice with my MantisX. And that's why you see that's why. And then I would have people use it. So I would take a student and I would let him use it right off the bat, and it would give me instant data. So I don't have to sit there and figure out what he's doing wrong. I got it right here in my hand. Yeah. It tells me a lot of information.
Yeah.
Huge amounts of information.
What do you say to that, Austin?
Agree 100%. I mean, start off with the new shooter and then kind of your road, but you can do it anywhere, right? As long as you're being safe with it. I think one of the biggest things for a new shooter is that it can, particularly when they're working with an instructor, sometimes they can say, no, I wasn't doing that. But the data is kind of a backup to the instructor. Say, well, the data is here and it says you worked, to kind of build their trust in the instructor's capability as well. So again, it's a very symbiotic relationship.
Yeah. How many feeds can an instructor get at the same time? Or because I know Trae is saying he has it set up so that he could put it on an individual gun. But let's say you were doing a class and maybe you have 5 guys. Is there a way that Trae could see each one of those guys at the same time?
Yeah. So in the groups feature of the app,
Mm-hmm.
as long as you have a connection to cell signal or Wi-Fi and you agree to sync your data to the cloud, he can see everybody. He can see 30, 40 people.
Oh, that's
and
pretty
As soon as
cool.
their data's coming in, he can see it in the app as well.
Oh man, okay. I've only used it singular. Okay,
Yeah.
that's really neat. I
So
didn't know that.
that's interesting. So they don't even have to be
So I
there
could
with
teach
him
you.
then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we do have instructors using it for virtual classes, right? So a student can be shooting, he just looks on his phone and says, yeah, this is what looks like what you're doing. Here's something you can do to correct that. And here's some considerations you should think about.
Interesting. Yeah. What were
Yeah,
you?
because I did a class with like 30 sharpshooters, and of course I had to go through each one of them and go down the line and go through their stuff. I could have just done. They could have each had one. That's actually a really good idea. I didn't even think about doing multiples. So yeah, that's great because
Yeah.
got to really concentrate on students' problems.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, you have to have multiple units. Let's.
I'd buy multiple units for a class. They're not that expensive.
Yeah. Let's see here. Kermit Loves Bacon says, with the Mantis on AR, what is the working range?
So because Mantis doesn't look at the target,
Mhm.
it's looking at the movement of the gun, the telemetry of the gun itself. So you can use it at any range. So a lot of precision shooters that shooting 600,000 yards, probably going to be on sandbags and whatnot. We'll use Mantis just to validate that there was no teeny tiny movement that they're making. But it's really designed. It can be used at any distance.
Yeah. I mean, because you're going to see on your target, whether it's paper, steel, whatever, you're going to see the results.
It's the movement in the gun. None of the stuff downrange matters. I think they're getting hung up on how it works. It doesn't do any referencing downrange. It doesn't care what you're aiming at.
Yeah.
You could be aiming at blue sky and pull the trigger. It records your movement and all the mistakes you made before, during, and after you pulled that trigger.
Yeah.
And we tried to trick it out too. Like I would shoot and then do something weird afterwards to see if it would pick that up. No, it picks up the trigger mistakes. You guys really did an amazing job on the product. It really is pretty sharp.
Yeah.
Another thing, when you're talking about rifle shooting in particular, what people will use it for is for isolating mechanic errors, shooter mechanic errors from like sighting issues. So if they say a target at 200 yards or something, and they take a shot and they hit a certain spot, and Mantis says you're pulling to the left and they're on the right side of the target, well, they know they have a sighting issue as well at play. So it helps you figure out where the issue is, and if it's you, it tells you what needs to be fixed about you, but you can deduce what the other issues might be that you can compensate for or adjust.
Yeah, and what I was to add to what Trae was saying, as well as Austin, is obviously that target there is your feedback. So if you have that target downrange from you, that's your feedback on the target itself. You see, if you've got that steel painted, if you've got paper or whatever out there, you can see the feedback of based on, okay, I'm aiming at this. I know that my sights are true or whatever, and this is what's happening there. But then if you want to know what you're doing on your end, which is the thing that you can do something about the most, right? If the gun's not off target itself, then this gives you the feedback for what you're doing on your end, or maybe if there's something wrong with the gun, right?
Exactly right. Exactly
right. Let's see. What else we're going to here. DCG44 says, you guys, thumbs up, dang it, I want a new toy. Yeah, we're at 75, just 25 more thumbs up.
Yeah, if you guys don't hit 100, I'm getting it. Getting it. I'm gonna buy it from him right now. You better keep hitting them thumbs.
Yeah, you
better call your girlfriend and start hitting them thumbs.
Get the work out there. Get to work. Someone wanted to know what's the biggest caliber. So seriously, what's the biggest caliber that you know of that?
I'd have to talk to engineers to see, but they've tested it on basically everything that
it'll be on a
normal consumers can have. Yeah, for sure on the 50. 50 is not a big deal. 338 Lapua. And the issue isn't so much the size of the caliber. You gotta look at the whole system. Which one recoils the most, right? Because you got a little pocket pistol, 380 that has all sorts of killer because there's no mass there to counteract the bullet movement. Whereas like a 338, it's big bang, but it's not gonna maybe move quite as much as the smaller pistol might. So I I can get back to you on that, the biggest one, but we haven't tested on anything that's broken its capability yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I'm sure that if someone does that out there, you would love to get the feedback from that. And I think, as you said, you guys would take care of it, right?
Yep. And Pixar, it didn't happen.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Video preferably. Huh? Yeah.
Mongoose all day.
Yeah. Pitbull.
That's right.
Yeah, Pitbull says, will it work on a minigun? Yeah, we're going to get lots of those.
They don't recoil that much.
Yeah. A motorboater says, have they thought about making a product for other sports? Golf, for instance, a product like Mantis that could break down your swing would be awesome. Maybe stuff like that. I don't know.
Yeah, there are a few companies doing it for golf. We have talked about other sports. We decided to stick with the shooting sports first. So we started with pistol, then added rifle, then added shotgun, and then added archery. All kind of in the same family of shooting sports. We talked about other stuff too, but frankly, we're so busy making the stuff in the shooting sports work as well as it does and making it work even better. But who knows what the future holds. But we like the industry that we're in right now.
Yeah. Let's see here. Brick says, does it work on a plasma rifle in the 40 watt range?
I have an interesting question.
Yeah, thanks.
How weatherproof is it?
Good one.
Great question. So it has a splash-proof USB on it. There are some holes. So if you're using this in the bathtub, I'd recommend keeping it above water. But we used this with the Marines out in light rain. It was fine. Mounted under the barrel. So it can handle some moisture. Handles some sand. It's pretty tight, but there are some holes. So you use it extensively in bad conditions. It is not mil spec. It's not IP67 rated by any means, but it can take a fair beating.
I was curious because if I do a competitive shoot, throw it on there and tell me mistakes I was making during the competitive shoot. So I would track all my shots basically and actually get data on everything while I'm shooting. So that's why I was asking. I was just kind of curious because I usually practice with mine in like my room in the office. I don't really like take it out swimming at a lake and practice with it. So that's why
you're underwater shooting.
Yeah, I actually do that. Watch my videos.
Getting his James Bond on.
Yeah, that's right.
There you go.
One guy, he sends me an item and I send it back to him in pieces in a box. He goes, "What happened to it?" And I go, "I was jumping out of a helicopter in the lake and I beat it all to shit." And he's like, "Oh, well, I didn't, you said it can handle everything." So that's what you said. So we took it out and we put it through that torture test.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Austin.
We have a torture test of our Gen 1. And we ran over it with a truck, hit it with a baseball bat, dropped it from 2,000 feet onto the ground, attached to a GoPro, all this kind of crazy stuff. And it still worked after the fact. So I'm not suggesting people do that.
Right.
Don't tell me that.
Yeah. Well, how do those things affect it? Like, let's say you're shooting, as Trae just suggested, let's say you're a competitive shooter and you're on the move. Let's say you're in a vehicle, there's folks that train in the vehicle. Or like Trae does, shooting out of a helicopter. Does that affect this in any way?
So you bring up a great question. This is based off of movement patterns. And if there is some movement, some base movement in the system, let's say I'm moving to the right and I take some shots while I'm moving. How does it differentiate between a movement, like was I flinching to the right or was I moving to the right intentionally? So right now the system does not support shooting on the move or kind of a running and gunning type scenario. It's more for like if the shooter themselves, if they are static. So we are working on for the X10 and we have some core functionality built out, just not released yet, for shooting on the move capability that analyzes when you are shooting on the move. We filter out that kind of base layer of movement of the intended from the unintended to give you some diagnostic information that's based off of that unintended movement of the shooting on the move. So that's coming as a free app update for the X10.
Oh, okay. So shooting and moving is coming.
It is coming. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay. Yeah.
Is that a software update or is that a hardware update?
That is a software update.
All right. So the 10 will support it then. Okay.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, that's cool. And I wonder if there's any way to even, I don't know if you can coordinate back with the phone or something like that, right? or even
Yep.
like how people have Apple Watch or something like that that says, okay, this thing's on the move. I don't know if that's on the board. I don't know if that's on the board.
Wipe the board.
I didn't get that off the board, I promise. Yeah, Kermit Loves Bacon says, sounds like the Mantis would be a game changer for 3-gun shooting.
Absolutely.
A lot of competitive shooters use it. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. And Pitbull says he gave 2 thumbs ups. I see. We're at 78. So just saying, guys. What's that? 22.
I'm looking for
22.
that. Come on, don't let me get it.
22.
Don't let me get it.
If don't smash the thumbs ups if you want Trae to get the MantisX Elite.
Man, I got a lot of friends out there, don't I?
Yeah. Let's see what other questions. I'm actually, you know what? I think it's great that there's so many questions coming, because maybe from just different shows not happening this year, there's lots of folks out there that haven't got this. I don't know if you have a lot of people. You are at SHOT Show. I think Trae said that, right?
Yep, we're at SHOT Show.
Yeah, so the last show for you guys was SHOT Show. How has this year been for a company like yours that basically since SHOT Show there hasn't been any trade shows going on?
Great question. So it's been from a killer year from a sales perspective, a lot of growth because, well, we did start doing a little bit of marketing, but I think COVID hitting, well, of course, it reignited the whole industry, right?
Mm-hmm.
People realize that, whenever there's a fear about the future, they want the ability to protect themselves. And so you see an increase in gun sales, and now gun sales don't necessarily translate.
Hold on. What happened to the audio there? I think we lost your audio.
Yeah, we lost your audio.
Yeah. Probably your earbuds died.
Audio?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. I think we're hearing you.
Yeah, we can hear you again.
Oh, now he's messing around with it.
Nope, now he's gone again.
Yeah.
Second.
Yeah.
I don't think Austin knows we're not.
No, he's there. He's trying to work it out. Give Austin a second here to get.
There we go.
There you go.
There you
Yeah,
are.
the earbuds probably died, right?
Yeah, I keep swapping them and recharging
Right.
them. but
Oh, okay.
we're good.
All right. Yeah. So take it from the top there. You were talking about this was a good year.
Yeah.
For you guys,
so
based on
COVID hit, and I
sales.
think,
Mhm.
yeah. So COVID hit and gun sales spiked whenever there's you hate to see a tragedy drive that. And a certain subset of those people care about training, and so they're going to invest in training. So we saw an increase from that. And of course, the George Floyd tragedy and the subsequent riots, people are concerned about safety. Then the ammo shortage, kind of like, oh, we got a dry fire. So a lot of people realizing that they need some tools in their tool bag,
Mhm.
and not just guns, because again, like I said, a gun won't get you anywhere if you don't know how to use it.
Mhm.
And so people seem to be investing more in training, particularly those that don't require ammunition or trips to the range that can be, either shut down or cost prohibitive at this point. So we've seen a strong increase in growth this year, which we're thrilled about. That people are actually investing in training and improvement as opposed to just gun ownership for the sake of gun ownership.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm. Do you guys know like what percentage of that are new gun owners or?
The sales and marketing department that doesn't exist would have that data.
Right.
So no idea. Our hunch is that a lot of them are that the new gun owners take some time. So probably next year is when the new gun owners will start to invest more in training.
Oh, okay.
Because they realize you get a gun and then you realize, oh, I don't know how to shoot this, but I got to spend some money to learn how to use it.
Mhm.
There's a hurdle to get over there. So
That's what we're pushing hard on at the store. We tell them straight up, don't buy a gun yet. Go to the range, learn about what gun you want to buy,
Mhm.
and get some training, and then get your gun. We're trying to reverse it on our end because you're 100% correct, Austin.
Mhm.
100% correct.
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah.
I like that approach.
Yeah, if you don't have any guns at all, I think it's always a good idea to go someplace that has a range that you can rent guns and shoot things and just get some kind of idea, get some instructions, get together with someone like Trae, lots of other professionals out there that they'll be happy to answer all your different questions. You might want to run away if you get that, prototypical person that says all you need is a shotgun, little lady. Yeah. Don't
do that. Well, I've already had that happen
Yeah.
last week.
Really?
Lady said, she's an older lady, and I want a 12 gauge pump. I said, well, why don't you rent one from me and come out and shoot it? So I put birdshot in it, and she shot it. She goes, I don't want a 12 gauge pump. And I go, yeah, I know. So she wound up actually buying an AR-15.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because I brought mine out and shot it one-handed, and then she shot it and goes, that's easy to shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am. And you can convert it to 9.22, 5.5, all these different calibers. So it's very versatile. And so I switched my right front to 9 and shot it in 9mm.
Mm-hmm.
Switched it to 22 in like 2 seconds, shot it in 22.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what she went and bought. It was pretty wild.
Yeah.
But, I'll probably tell her about the MantisX because she doesn't have a lot of money and she can't really afford a bunch of ammo to shoot anyway. So I'll be pushing her onto that.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a good. It's not a replacement for a trainer, I don't think, but it's a good augmentation of training. Or if you just can't get out there for we've got all these things going on right now. But nothing beats actually getting out there, I think, and getting with someone that does this, like I said, professionally. Or that's professional about what they do. I mean, I think there's lots of people doing it. I don't know. I'm sure we've all come across some nightmare trainers.
Oh yeah.
So, but this is a good thing, and relative to the money, what the cost of investment, if we're looking at, let's say, like $250, right? There's upgrades and things like that coming in, even from the Gen 1s, like Austin's telling us. They gave $100 credit. All those upgrades and the number of guns that you could put this on, training, the ammo that you save, all that stuff, I think that's a good deal if you put all those things together. Let's see here. I know, yeah, Robot Trae came back. Absolutely. Let's see. Lola
Sorry.
Lola asked this question, so we'll see if the robot is out there or not stalking Trae right now. She says, Trae, you moonlight at the gun store. How is business for you guys at the gun store right now?
Jamming nonstop.
Okay. What's selling?
You guys have guns? You guys have guns to sell?
Yep. I bought a 5.7 Ruger today. Came right in the door and I go, that's mine. It didn't even. He put the tag on and I like, nope, give me that gun.
So what guns can you
we
not
get them
get a
in
hold of right now?
We're pretty lucky that it's like everything. It's a relationship based on who we're dealing with our suppliers. If you have a good relationship with your supplier, guess what you're gonna get? You're gonna get a gun. You have a bad relationship with your supplier, you ain't gonna get anything.
Mm-hmm.
And so it does boil down to that. And then, of course, people trade guns and still sell them and things like that. Honestly, a lot of people are selling their guns. I sold a couple guns. Just guns that I wouldn't use anymore for class. I didn't need them anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So I turned around, sold them, and hopefully they went to a good home and et cetera, et cetera. But, yeah, we got guns. But it is not like it normally. Probably about a quarter or less of the guns we normally have and the ammo.
Yeah.
Has it slowed down at all in the last month or so?
Say that again?
No.
So sales the last 6 months have been just solid, steady jammed.
Solid, steady jam, and even the range, I have been non-stop jamming because I do lessons now that are
yeah, for some reason you're roboting really bad, Trae. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, I don't know if we lost him.
It's okay, Hank. I still love you too.
Yeah.
How about that?
I don't know if you have the baby monitors on or what is going on over there.
No, I turned all that shit off, man. But no, even the range has picked up. We've been like going. It's crazy. And then one of my lessons that I do teach, it's a reduced amount of ammo that we shoot. It's more on working the fundamentals and working with a gun and stuff like that. And I do a lot of things. A lot of times I keep ammo on hand for my lessons to help people out. I mean, I still have to charge them what it's selling for, but at least I can help them out. They not blowing all their ammo out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Did I robot again? Dang it.
Did you get that? Did you get that, Austin?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, everybody.
Yeah, I know I could say, and I think I should be able to roll in some video here from my phone for you guys, because I went to Lawful Defense, which is a local gun store here in the Gainesville area, and I was there today. Let me see. I'll run this in while I'm talking to you guys here. So yeah, these are like some coffee cups they sell over there at Lawful Defense. But after this coffee cup thing, you'll see they had a shipment of BCM rifles come in, There was a lot. I think they had
Gone.
like 20 of these rifles. I'm not gonna say everything's gone, but I know they said this is not gonna last long over there. So I actually put these videos up. I put this video up on Facebook and Instagram and stuff like that. If anyone is looking for a rifle, these are, you know, very reasonably priced based on what they are. And as we go through this in the store, they didn't have a lot of ammo, so I think you get like a box of range ammo. The other stuff, there's a Ruger 5.7. Here's a ton of there's some SIGs, some Hellcats, and a ton of Glocks that they had come in today. But this is not like an everyday occurrence in the store for sure. I can tell you guys that. So I'm pretty sure that stuff's not going to last long. Once people figure out, I know that you can get that stuff online, as well as people could drive in there. They're not selling ammo online to anyone because, like I said, they're, you know, the ammo situation is not it's not optimal right now. Let's put it that way. That's a tough deal for people, but they did say that they're getting ammo coming in. So there hasn't been a stoppage of ammo. It's just that it's getting really tough out there for the ammo manufacturers to, you know, to get the materials they need to keep producing those things.
Components.
Yeah. So we may. I don't know what you guys all think. You're also in the industry. I don't know if we're going to run into a wall here at some point where we just may not see ammo for a little while.
No, that's not going to happen. Ammo's still going to trickle in.
Okay. All right. What do you think, Austin?
What we're going to run into is certain kinds of ammo are just going to be expensive and hard to get.
Okay. Okay.
And that is going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just like everything. Somebody wants to make money.
Mm-hmm.
And if they want to make money, they're going to sell it.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I tell a lot of people is NATO calibers, NATO calibers, NATO calibers. NATO has not stopped making ammo, I can tell you that. And if they overproduce, they're going to sell to the general public or the civilian commercial market.
Yeah, I don't know what you said at the end there. I just heard murmur.
I said, I love you, Hank. Love you, Hank. I need to spend more money on my internet, is what I said.
Austin, do you have, you want to drop your 2 cents
opinion
on this? Yes.
So that's a great. I mean, the only recollection I have is post Sandy Hook, where it took me, you know, a couple of years to find 22 ammo, which just seemed, it just boggled my mind. So I wish I could predict the future, because I'd be a rich man if I could. I think we'll keep seeing at least high prices for some time. It may not be a shortage, but it's because prices are going to be jacked through the roof, which is unfortunate.
Yeah. I think, so I remember when 22 was short. I don't know if that's going on now, but I know for me, having lived through that, whenever I get a chance, I buy 22 and stock that up as much as possible, because when we really run into these things and we stop shooting,
you can find 22.
Yeah, 22
That's
you
the
can
funny
find
part.
right now. Yeah, it's weird.
I was like, hey, we got 22. It is the self-defense pistol calibers that are the hardest to get right now.
Yeah, and I would say get some 22 if you have 22 guns. If you don't have 22 guns, then well, whatever. But every gun guy should have a 22.
The hardest to get right now.
Well, say that again. 380 and 9.
380 and 9 are the hardest. 380 being number 1.
Yeah. Dan Hates You says Trae is wrong. I've been getting 40 cal and 380 real easy at Academy every Tuesday. They get more on the shelf.
That is you are the only guy getting it.
Yeah.
Go online. I promise you'll see a different story.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure when I was in the store today, and I do have a video of like a full video from being at that store where we talk about this, and I think we mentioned 380. I'm not sure if Lola, if that video is that video turned on, Lola. Yeah, Lola's working.
And they will run out of 380 here shortly. I promise you that.
Yeah, Lola's working on turning that on, so that will be on Hank Strange. Shout out to Tyven Show. I see him in here. He says I'm late, but work comes first. Hello, everyone. Hello, Trae. Hank,
hey, Tyven.
So shout out to Tyven. I'm guessing he's out there on the road, trucking it out there. We appreciate him checking in with us. So listen, just as a little segue here, you guys want to see, like when I went to the store, what I got?
Yes.
Yeah, I can show you guys the box. I could probably show you more than the box. But boom, there we go. 9mm Pistole 80. Pistole. I don't know. I don't know why it says pistole.
Pistole. Oh, that's Italian, not Austrian.
Yeah, I don't
That's
know.
because it's not from America, because we're out of guns.
Yeah, what is the... I'm not sure where that came from at all.
Open it.
The pistole
That's
part.
it.
But yeah, I will. Actually, you know what? I'll open it and share that with you guys here. So yeah, there's the box. And there's... Let's see. Let me go to full screen here, give you guys more info. There's what's inside the box. Yeah. This is my paperwork here. Important safeguards, obviously. Safety stuff. This is some kind of card in this. Let me see what's in this thing, actually. Let's pull it. Oh, certificate of authenticity.
Oh
my
man.
Goodness. You got a certificate of authenticity up in there.
That's real.
Yeah, that's interesting.
It's real Glock.
Yeah. Someone would fake that. There it goes. Instead of a case in there, there's actual Tupperware, what they call Tupperware. So we'll flip that. We'll flip that off. And for anyone watching, that's not the gun. There's no barrel or anything like that you could see.
Amazing.
So there we go. That's just a frame. There's nothing else in there. So it's got a magazine in there, and another magazine, and your cleaning and your.
That's pretty cool.
One of the cool things about Glock and a few other companies, but Glock usually does this. You've got like a mag loader, assisting device that comes in it. So yeah, this is what you call in here. This is what you call your. Oh, there's a. These locks now are mandatory.
Send it to California.
You can't get away with the locks. And then let's see inside. I'll show the Tupperware tray. Inside, there you go, where it all began. The Glock P80. Dun, dun,
the
dun.
original.
Yes, in there. So
how does it feel? Have you touched this? How does it feel in your hands?
It feels. So I know there's people saying, does that feel like a Glock, like a Gen 5 or something? It doesn't feel like a Gen 5 to me. It feels. I don't know what a Gen 1 feels like. So, I think the reality there is I've never handled a Gen 1, so I'm not really sure what that feels like. And I know
it feels just like a Glock with no finger grooves.
With no texture, no like.
There's no texture or anything like that. There's no texture on it, but to me, it doesn't feel like my Gen 4s either. So I don't know what the formula is here. And I'm trying to think if I have maybe one Gen 5, and I don't really know that it feels like that, but I'm guessing that we're looking at a modern formula for the polymer on this. So maybe it's giving that feeling, but I think just not having any kind of stippling grooves or anything like that here gives it a different feeling. So I have to see how this actually.
Does it feel like a SIG?
No.
Feel like a SIG now? Oh, okay.
No. No, that definitely doesn't. Jerry Parker wants to know where the upper's at. We took the upper doesn't come in the box. You got to send away to Glock, and they send you an upper later. They send you an upper later. No, the upper's here. The upper. I got the upper.
We can't show it.
Yeah.
Y'all can complain to YouTube.
Yeah. The uppers. I took the upper off of it so I could show it to you guys, so we don't have the YouTube overlords coming down on us. But I think it's cool. I know this is really silly, and it's probably just the Glock fanboys out there who are gonna like that. But I think it's cool just because. If I came across, and Trae, you're working at the gun store. I don't know if you ever come across Gen 1 Glocks. I don't know if that's common for you.
No, but I did get a Gen 2 recently.
Okay. So you haven't seen a Gen 1 at all?
No, I have. I just haven't seen one come across the store lately.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
We get Gen 2. I had a Gen 2 float in and snagged it.
Yeah. Are you a Glock guy, Austin? Or what kind of guns are you into?
So
that's okay. You don't have to be. You don't have to be.
Just say no. Just say no. We'll accept you.
Yeah,
I'm a SIG guy.
We're not gonna judge you too much.
Yeah, I mean, for my carry gun, it's a P365 XL or Shield.
Yeah.
So the Glock just, I mean, it's a good gun, but grip angle and the ergonomics just don't work as well for me.
Okay.
The SIG just has that better fit in my form. I find that I shoot better with it.
with
I
this.
got the SAS 365.
Oh yeah.
Are you running red dot on it on the XL?
No, just irons.
Why'd you go with the XL? I'm just curious.
I playing around with it, I like the flat trigger a little bit better, but in retrospect,
You know, they install that
make...
flat trigger. You can install it on any of the 365s.
Yeah, so in retrospect, like the extra barrel, I probably just get the 365, the shorter barrel with the flat trigger. I don't like the extra length. As small as it is, it does make a difference. And I don't feel like the extra whatever half an inch or 3/4 inch buys me anything. Like no more. Yeah, you're gonna get a little bit more accuracy at a far distance, but where I use it, it's not gonna make a difference. Feet. Yeah, it's not gonna make. So I in retrospect, that's probably what I would have done is get the P365 with a flat trigger, and roll from there. The SAS I looked at, but I'm so used to I got to practice a lot, right, to adjust that different sighting system.
Mm-hmm.
And,
it's a lot different.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I'm going to go with what's familiar first, and then maybe down the road I'll go for that. I do like the concept of the anti-snag, but just haven't had the time to put into training for it.
Yeah. By the way,
I bought that sight 3 years ago for my XD and was playing around with it, and it has advantages and disadvantages. But I think for a concealed carry gun, it's a really good idea. I really like it. On a full frame gun, it's obstructive. I don't like the sight at all. So.
Yeah.
By the way, guys, we're at 95 thumbs ups.
Oh, looks like I'm gonna get me a new Mantis
more,
X.
And it's 100, and then Austin gives away a Mantis here. So just 5 more thumbs ups, and then we'll give it away.
Come on, plug it.
We've got
Let's
19
go.
minutes to the show, so this all needs to happen while the show's going on. Otherwise, Trae's still in the running to get
I'm in the running. You guys better beat me out.
So you guys have to. We have to get
next
to
show.
100.
I'll be like, "There's my Mantis X."
We have to get to that 100, and then we've got to pick someone here that it's going to. So let's see if we can get there. We can get to that 100 real fast here. Matter of fact,
97.
Yep. I think we're at 98 even. I'm seeing my thing.
Oh yeah, 98.
So there you go. 2 more. The people are not.
I'm gonna take my thumbs up back.
No.
Drop one down.
No, Trae.
Right when it hits 100, I'm gonna delete. Got mine back.
Don't do that. Come on, that's cool.
There we go. Just crossed the 100.
99. Okay, we did 100.
Awesome, guys.
Right.
Thank you.
Where's Walter with the cowbell? We need the cowbell.
I know. Ozzy, I have a cowbell. I got one for my son for the double raise. They use a cowbell.
Awesome.
So
so there you go. I think we're officially at 100. Everyone's celebrating the 100. There you go. Boom. We will. What are you planning on giving away here, Austin? Let's.
Yeah, so you have the package if you want to hold it up, but it is a little itty bitty thing inside the package.
Yeah.
But it's a Mantis X10.
Forget it.
Right? It will, if you use it properly, it'll change the way you shoot for the better. It gives you unparalleled data-driven feedback and analytics, diagnostics on your shooting. What it does, it tracks movement, sends all that data to a smartphone or tablet. It shows you real time what you're doing and how to correct it. It's just smart technology to really to put the gas on the fire of your training experience.
Yeah. So
Tyven, read Tyven's thing.
Yeah, hold on. Let's see. I'll throw Tyven's comment up here in a second. Where is it? Okay, Tyven says, "I'm the 100th thumbs up. I call dibs." That's what Tyven.
I'm gonna drop mine away and put it back on there.
That's not. We're at 102, so you can do whatever you want, Trae. Whatever you want.
I'm just messing.
I'll run in the web. This is the page here. This is the page for Mantis. So this is like at $249.99, Mantis X10 Elite, Elite Shooting Performance. So this does everything, right? Because I know you have different versions, but the Elite does everything. Does dry fire, all that stuff, right?
Dry fire, live fire, CO2, pistols, rifles, shotguns, archery, everything.
Yeah. Yes.
So, it does the archery too? Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So pretty awesome. That's going to go to someone here in the chat. So for all the people who left, someone tell them to come back in or whatever. Better odds for you guys who are still here. So, all
right, what are we going to do? How are we going to decide?
So we'll see. I'm going to let you guys, the two of you need to be the judges on this. And everyone needs to comment right now. And I'm going to let Austin and Trae pick out the best comment that's out there. And so
Harry's Farms has the best one.
everyone, no,
I'm
you're
joking.
disqualified officially.
No, I'm just joking. All right, I'm looking.
Let's see. DCG44 says, if I get one, I will show everyone. Okay. Someone said dibs, second dibs. Boss Hog says, come on, I need this. So right now, just put your comments in there, and Austin and Trae will go through it here. We'll give you guys about like 10 minutes. Let's give them 10 minutes.
Maybe we should do like a theme though. Austin, you want to do a theme or something like specific where they can have fun with it?
What's your hashtag? What kind of hashtag do you guys use?
We do hashtag MantisX, just hashtag do work. They're two common ones we do.
Yeah. So if you want extra points, throw the hashtag in there, MantisX, or hashtag do work. And we're looking for the best comment right now. So you guys go.
Maybe like Joe Biden pickup line or something.
Yeah. Andrew says best comment. Jerry Parker says Hank is the man. That kind of stuff works. Throw in some hashtags, whatever you want. Josh Oligier, is he related to you?
That's my son. He must be watching me at home.
Yeah.
He's trying to win
he
one.
He said best comment out there.
He won. I'm going to accept him. That's the guy right there.
No, he's disqualified too. John Parsons says, what a great show tonight, Hank. Awesome. Listen, flattery works. DCG says thank you. Night Train says I will actually purchase a
Michael
SIG
Avon
if I were to win. Michael Avon says my doctor says I need this to survive. Wow. Okay, these are coming in. Okay, you guys are competitive out there. I can't even go through all of these. American Freedom Outdoors says, why waste time? We're going pew pew. The MantisX will do it for you. Jerry Parker says, practice makes perfect. Tyven Show says, hashtag do work, I call dibs. Oh, I wonder, you should get a special mode on the MantisX where it tracks you saying pew pew. Yeah, if it all comes to that. Kermit Loves Bacon says, I suck at shooting. I need all the training help I can get. Hashtag do better.
That works.
Brick says, hey, I'm too poor for ammo, so I could use it. I'll do strange things for a mantis. Oh, boy. Shooting Gallery, and he says, how many tigers will it cost me? Hashtag do work. What was that, like a Tiger King reference? I don't know.
Yes.
Let's see. So there's a whole bunch. Jerry Parker says, when in doubt, whip it out. Armament and Axis says, I would love to T&E this product. Hashtag awesome stuff. There's a whole bunch of things.
Hit us up. Hit us up, Armament and Axis.
Yeah.
We'll chat.
Len Holt says, I will buy a Glock over a CZ if I win. Lola says I've used it and would recommend it 110%. Hashtag MantisX. That's from Lola. Very nice. And Lola did use the original one. We'll get Lola out there shooting this one as well when we do the video. Dan Hates You says, I lube before I dry fire, so it's not really dry fire.
It's terrible.
Yeah, there's some America out there. There's lots of comments coming in, so you guys, Austin and Trae, you have a big job ahead of you. Good luck. Len Hope says, I will see how it works on a Canon. Don Ferguson is smashing the thumbs ups. He says, hashtag Mantis me. There's lots of...
Can they both see the chat?
Huh? Yeah, both of you guys can see the chat, right?
Yeah, I'm reading it.
I think so. Yeah, they're reading it right now. That's why they're so quiet. I'm trying to throw some of them up there. So it's up to these guys so that it doesn't involve me or Lola. We're not playing favorites. I don't want anyone to say, oh, Hank picked that guy because that's his favorite.
Austin picks it. I'll agree.
Yeah.
Which one, Austin? Which one do you like?
You gotta help him. You gotta help him, Trae.
I don't know. There's about two or three of them I thought were
Trae,
real funny.
if you have 2 or 3, you pick 2 or 3, and then Austin picks the best one out of that.
My doctor says I need this to survive. Thought that was pretty funny.
Okay. And you got to remember who said it too. So.
Michael Avens.
Okay.
I will actually purchase a SIG if I were to win. I'm gonna hold you to that, Night Train. There's another one.
Okay, so that's 2.
And then I don't know. I think that's pretty funny. I loop before I dry fire, so that it's not really dry firing. I do think that's pretty funny.
Okay, who said that one?
That was it moved again. DANH8SU.
Okay, so Dan hates you. Okay, so that was 3. I can't remember who that was. So who was it? Dan hates you. What was the one before?
I don't know that Joshua Alligar, your son.
No.
He's sure hitting us up pretty hard, man. I don't know. He's making a very convincing argument.
What is he saying? He's saying pick me. Okay.
Yeah, pick me.
He's definitely the most persistent of all my children.
That's pretty funny.
Okay, Dan
Which
hates
one
you
you
was
think,
1.
Austin?
Dan hates you was 1. What were the other 2? And the
Mike.
Was that Mike Avens or something?
Yeah, Mike Avens, Dan, and damn, you're gonna make me go back through, aren't you?
Yep, we got to know exactly who it's down to. And you got to remember the comments of exactly what they said too, so we could figure out.
Oh, I will purchase a SIG if I were to win. Night Train.
Night Train. So Night
I'm
Train.
gonna hold you that Night Train too.
Night Train. Dan
hates
hates you, and Michael Avens. You're saying?
Yep.
Okay, so and I don't know if you saw those comments, Austin. We'll let you pick which one of those people, or you could put it in a hat, whatever you want to do.
No, we can't be a 365. It has to be a 2022 SIG. He's telling me which one. All right, which one's Austin? They're all pretty funny.
I think he's putting it in a he's doing pieces of paper.
So I wrote them on pieces of paper, 3 pieces of paper. So I'm gonna mix them up here.
Okay.
I don't have.
Oh yeah, okay, that's a good idea.
So then I'm eliminating all bias.
Mm-hmm. All right.
We're gun guys. We're always biased.
That's right.
Yeah,
Okay.
This is so exciting. I'm actually really excited to see who gets this.
Ready? Drum roll.
All right. Oh, there goes the dogs.
And the winner is Night Train.
Night Train. Boom.
Night Train.
Oh,
Like
Night
he's
Train.
getting a SIG.
Night Train's good. Night Train's gonna wish. Yeah.
And he probably wrote Night Train on every piece of paper too, though. No, I'm joking.
We're gonna want to see receipts on that SIG, okay? Yeah, there you go.
Oh, there it is. Night Train.
Show it.
Yeah.
And then here's the Night Train.
Right. So
Night Train.
Night
You're
Train.
done.
We want to hear your comment now. Tell us what your comment was, Night Train. And also, we want to see proof of this SIG being bought.
Yeah, we want to see proof. You got to put up or shut up.
Yeah. So listen, my condolences to you guys who didn't win. We
love all you guys. Sorry, only one can win.
Absolutely, yes. I wish I could do an Oprah and go, you get one, and you get one, and you get one. But it doesn't always work out like that. But we really do appreciate you guys participating in it here. Congratulations to Night Train. Jerry Parker says congratulations to Night Train. So there you go. Night Train says the SIG will be a P365, I promise.
Oh, no. It's got to be that 2020. No, it's going to be the 250, that piece of shit. No, I'm joking. You can put it on whatever you want. So,
yeah.
Congratulations, Night Train.
Yeah, lots of congratulations.
Oh, am I wrong?
Yeah, you did a little bit, but that's cool. It sounded funky. Sounded like
congratulations, Night Train.
Yeah. So yeah, that was fun.
That was fun.
Yeah. Johnny Kamikaze said that that's great that you guys are giving away. Big thanks to Mantis and Austin for doing this. That I really do appreciate it, Austin. On behalf of myself and everyone out there, that's great. All Thumb says that's awesome. Austin is awesome. There you go. Michael Avens says, congrats, Night Train, but my doctor will be disappointed. Armin Axis said, great giveaway. Night Train says, my keyboard froze. So there you go. That's awesome, though. I wish that we had like some kind of coupon code or something like that. Maybe we'll get something like that worked out. I don't know if these guys are set up to do that or not. But hopefully, you know what's awesome? I think it's great that we spent most of this night, and we still have some time, talking about this. I think that tells me that lots of people out there are really excited about this, Austin. What do you think?
Yeah.
Well, also, it's been a lot of fun talking. I'm glad that people are excited about training. A lot of times people, you think about like doing a workout or training. It's like, it's something I got to do, but I don't really want to do it. Mm-hmm. But the fact that there's so many people that want to do it, That's what's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
To see that they realize the value that goes into this. It's not just not just a chore, but actually something that can be more of a passion.
Yeah, and it's I think this is great because you make it fun too,
Yeah, it
And
was fun. We had a good time.
yeah, but no, I'm talking about even the Mantis X itself is a fun thing. People can compete against each other in so many different ways. You
Well,
can
the group
compete
thing's
against
a really
yourself.
good idea. I'm going
Hmm.
to do something with one of my lessons where I'm teaching like 20 people and do a competitive thing for the group. I didn't
Hmm.
know you could do like that. I
Yeah.
just did the scores and go, okay, that's what you scored. That's what you scored.
Hmm.
That's actually really cool, actually.
Yeah. Yeah. And Night Train, when you get this, we want some pictures or a quick video or something like
On
that
your
that we
SIG.
Yeah, we want to be able to put this out there and actually help give back to Mantis here for contributing that and helping pass on the message to folks out there. So whatever works for you. I know some people don't like doing video and stuff like that, but if you could do a little quick video, a picture or something, I think it would be great. And if you put that up on social media somewhere, I'll share it. Or if you send it to me, because I know some folks don't do social media. But if you send it to me or something, I'll share it and I'll tag these guys. I'm sure that they'll share it. What's your social media, by the way?
So we are on Instagram at Mantis_Tech. Mantis Tech is
Okay,
it, and on
Mantis. I'll share this real quick. I'll show the guys. So Mantis_Tech.
yep.
Let's see. Okay, there it goes. I see it. Boom. There you go. So I'm making sure that I'm following over here, and you guys need to go there and follow. There's a cute little baby in the office inside a box of MantisX out there.
Yeah,
Says train them
that's the
young.
baby of.
Is that your baby?
It's not.
Oh,
It's
okay.
Oh,
one of our assemblers. Their
Yeah.
baby boy.
And I see you guys are hiring. I don't know if you're still hiring or not, but I see there's a we're hiring out there, and then lots of cool pictures. So you guys need to go there and shout these guys out if you're on Instagram. Are you the same thing on Facebook?
I think it's Mantis FTS on Facebook. But if you just search for Mantis or
Mm-hmm.
MantisX on Facebook, it'll come up.
Oh, okay. All right. Very cool. So let's see. I don't know if anyone has any other questions out there that maybe we can get into. Anything for Trae? Trae, do you have any classes or courses coming up at Aries that we need to talk about? Any big events going down?
I do have some classes coming up. I have Provectus Group,
Oh,
Ken
cool.
Scott,
Yeah,
an
that's awesome.
instructor coming out.
Yeah, he's
Yep.
he's a really good guy, man. I like that guy.
He's a really good guy and a really good instructor.
Hmm.
I have Panda and Ross from R&B training. They're both ex-military badasses. SIG Academy guys coming out training. They're in the pipeline. Come out. I'd like to see other
Yeah,
people come out and
just
shoot.
our luck.
I'll be out there training and work.
Hold on, when I ask you that, then you go robot again. It's almost like
I did that on purpose. I did that on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got Ross and Panda coming out training there at Delta. SIG instructors, flight instructors, guys that are awesome. I took the last class. I want to see what they were all about. Had a blast, amazing class. Got a bunch of guys in the pipeline, of course, my regular usual guys like Walther Arms, fight training, all those guys that we normally deal with.
Mhm.
And yeah, having events scheduled right now due to everything kind of going on. Don't want
Mhm.
people to travel or get away from their home and get sick. So they've been kind of
Mhm.
holding off this year. Next year, obviously, we'll do different stuff. And then, of course, my internet stuff.
Yeah, here, I'll throw that up because at least if that freezes, people get to see it. Because I heard half of what you said out
Yeah, I
there.
got some robot voice in
Yeah,
it.
email him or go to AriesTrainingFacility.com and get that info, people. That's what you all need to do. That is the best way to get up to that. And I'm sorry, I don't know what's going on with Trae's thing here. So let's
I'm sorry, guys. I'll get it. I don't know what's going on either.
And Trae, we'll just do this for you. For anyone that wants to reach out to you on social media, what are you guys on social media? And I'll throw up
Aries Training Facility, Aries Bottom Score Training Facility, or Training Bottom Score Facility on Instagram, and then Aries. Hold on, good Lord, Aries Firearms Training Facility at Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
and then of course AriesTrainingFacility.com. And if you're in the Orlando area and you would like some help and like a place to shoot, come on out. I'd love to see everybody come out. 352-321-8102 is my phone number. Give me a call.
Yeah, absolutely. Night Train is saying that if he plays the lottery and wins, Glocks for everyone. And then he said, "Oops, I mean SIGs."
Thanks for everyone.
Yeah, I'm gonna take mine and an FK Bruno. Thank you. you can just get me an FK Bruno. That's you won the lottery.
I got the full auto one, so I want the little suitcase where I can put my Glock in it, and I do like that, and it's a machine gun. That's what
right,
I want.
Right. There you go. And then let's go to Austin for the folks. We're wrapping up here. So for the folks out there that want to follow up with you, maybe, or communicate with the company, what do you think is the best way for those guys to go about that?
I post my email address in the comments. If you want to hit me up directly, austin@mantisx.com. Our website has our phone numbers and email. You can contact us through that or through social channels, and we're very responsive.
Yeah.
Reach out to us. We'll respond to everything.
Absolutely. Speaking for myself, Austin, I think this was like a great night. Time went really fast.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we got lots of people's questions answered out there. We didn't get a chance to really do what we do here. Hopefully you'll come back again and we'll have fun and we'll do our usual craziness. But I'm happy that so many people got the info that they wanted to get about this. And I'll get on getting a video up on the channel pretty soon with the new MantisX Elite for you guys. X10 Elite. I'll get that up there for you all as well. But we'll definitely have Austin come back if he doesn't mind doing that.
Yeah, we'd love to be back on the show.
Absolutely, and we'll let Trae come back if he gets his internet higher than potato power.
I got that Joe Biden internet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Exactly. Yeah, I saw lots of that stuff. And Night Train says, and he's the winner. He says, as Elvis says, thank you very much. Thank you.
That's my cousin.
There you go. Really appreciate it. This was a fun night out there. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did. Everyone stay right there. Austin, Trae, stay right there. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to run the end in for the show right now. Okay, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, smash the thumbs ups, ring the bell so you can be notified every time we go live. You can also look out. I'm going to be posting a video on YouTube/Hank Strange, the main channel. I think that's going up tonight. You guys can go check that out. Of course, we're going to rip out the audio from this, throw it up on iTunes and other places that you all can get your audio podcasts from. Folks listening all over the world, shout out to the people all over the world. There's people listening in Russia, which sounds amazing and crazy to me, in Germany, in Italy, and there's a couple people listening in Iran, in Argentina.
That's great.
Yeah, that's really cool. I'm really proud to see how the podcast here is growing. Thanks so much to everyone out there. Big thanks to Austin from MantisX. This was like, if you guys really want to know about this tonight, I think you got a lot of info. Go check these guys out if you're looking for this. If you have the Gen 1, as Austin said before, you get a $100 credit to upgrade that. That's amazing. That's awesome. I think you really can't beat that. Who wants the last word from you guys? Austin? Forget, not Trae. Because
no love for California, all thumbs. No love. Y'all are on fire. Stop being on fire.
Now his internet works. You see how that is? So crazy. Yeah, Austin, what do you want to tell the folks before we get out of here, man?
Just train on, man. Just train on. We're all in the same boat, and I think the rising tide lifts all boats as if we're all improving together. That binds us. It's something common we all share, and so get on it. Do something. You don't have to buy a Mantis, but just do something to get a little bit better.
Absolutely.
And we'll do it together.
Absolutely. Amen. Thanks so much for that. We appreciate it. We'll see you guys. We're out of here. Good night. Peace.
See ya. Ciao.